Hi, Gemini. Welcome to Aries season. We're going to find out in a minute what crystal is going to be the most beneficial for you during this time. But I wanted to mention the fact that Mars is going to be in your money sector on March 25th. So if you have anything financial, any financial situations to deal with, March 25th is a really good day to get going on that. So, without further ado, let's find out what crystal is going to be the most beneficial for you, Gemini, during this Aries season. Peace and love. Moldavite. Oh, Moldavite. Don't you just love Moldavite? If you don't have any Moldavite in your crystal collection, I highly, highly recommend it. I remember when I got my first piece, it was very exciting. And they're very tiny. As you might know, you can't get big chunks of moldavite. If you ever see a big, huge chunk of moldavite for sale, trust me, it's fake. There's not big chunks of it. So anyway, moldavite has come into your awareness today because it is bringing you light, positive energy. If you hold a moldavite to the sunlight, which is really what it's kind of attracted to anyway, if you hold it to the sunlight and you can see all the beautiful green rays that come through it, but really you can almost feel the vibrant, clear, positive energy that's being sent to you through this crystal. Moldavite is the only crystal that did not come from Earth. It came to Earth. So a lot of it's basically, if you don't know, Moldavite is a particular crystal that was found in the Czech Republic, like in the South Bohemia area. It was believed to have happened, an interplanetary cosmic catastrophe happened. I was trying to say that right. 15 million years ago. And in that reaction, then formed these beautiful crystals. So basically, it's like meadows and meadows, if you can kind of visualize meadows and meadows of this green, beautiful glass in Czech Republic. It's just a phenomenal experience to be able to have a piece. It's basically the same thing as obsidian. It's a volcanic glass, basically, but it happened from an interplanetary collision. And I think that's what makes this crystal so unique in its way. It's its only kind here on this planet. So, which brings me into its main purpose here on Earth. And it's my belief, and many other people believe this as well, and you can do your own research and find out what you might believe about this crystal. But the fact is, how it got here is not up for debate. That's a proven fact. So in my mind, I feel like because it's such an earth connecting crystal, it connects you with earth. I feel like it was a call, Earth's call to help. And as I feel, all of the crystals from this planet are an aid in whether it be a plant, mineral, animal. I feel like crystals are aids in helping with the evolutionary process of living beings, whether that be plants or minerals or animals or humans or whatever. So I kind of picture it being, there's nothing that is going to help us connect more with Earth than some kind of connection, intergalactic connection, that could possibly help us understand that this isn't necessarily our true home. And so that's what a lot of people will believe, that the Moldavite is basically a connection with intergalactic energy to be able to remind us that we do have a home to go to. And a lot of people here on earth, and I myself have felt this many times, is that I almost didn't really belong here. Like that this wasn't where I was supposed to be, or I didn't have that feeling of belonging here, even though I connect deeply with earth and nature tremendously, and that helps in my feeling of belonging, but not really being a part of. Where Moldavite kind of gives you that energy that you are connected, and whether that be with other humans, with your planet, with the earth, with, your environment, it's like a connecting crystal. So if it's coming to your awareness today, chances are it's wanting to help you connect in some way. So if it be, connecting with earth, or connecting with other people, or just basically your overall brain, because Moldavite is considered basically, it's not a healing crystal, even though some people will say it's a healing crystal. It really has no healing components to it. What it does is it's an activator of the brain. So a lot of people will use Moldavite in the environment of children with autism, because it's affecting the brain. There's an epilepsy and different situations like that are brain affected. Moldavite helps activate the brain cells in that manner. So it can be healing in that way, but it's actually doesn't have healing components like other crystals do. What the healing component of the Moldavite is to be able to have that interconnectedness, and it allows you to feel that connection. I absolutely love my Moldavite. I feel like my Moldavite have a very, very interesting personality. So as you become more and more connected with your crystals, you kind of can understand a little more of their properties and kind of their personalities. And so I feel like a lot of the personality, or a lot of the traits of the Moldavite are, to me, they're somewhat similar to that of the Malachite, in the way that it is a great transformational piece. So if you're going through something, divorce, breakup, even something on the positive end, like a new marriage or a wedding or a baby on the way, just major kind of transformations in your physical world, it's very helpful because they kind of aid in that stress, like the Malachite, but the Moldavite does too. Moldavite's more on the action. It helps you with your intuition to know what action to take during those situations, where the Malachite more takes the energy of that stress and just kind of absorbs it. So the Moldavite is different in that way, but it's similar in that it's a great transformational piece to have with you when you're going through a lot of transformations in your life. So the Moldavite has come to you, obviously, today to bring a positive, beautiful energy regardless of what your situation might be. Chances are it's probably some kind of transformation that's about to take place, and you're needing that positive crystal clearing energy to come your way, the energy of light, I guess, the positive energy. The Moldavite is great to work with all of your chakras, especially your heart chakra and the third eye chakra. If you're going to work with it with the heart chakra, it's good to use it kind of like as a pairing. A lot of people use crystal pairings, and I kind of do once in a while, but I more go on my intuition. But this is for sure a good pairing, would be Moldavite and rose quartz. The rose quartz is so healing on the heart, where the Moldavite will basically open up the channel for you to receive the healing. It brings in that positive energy light to be able, it's the connector, basically. It's helping you connect so you can open up to receive that universal love and that unconditional love that the rose quartz provides. And so if you're feeling like you need a lot of heart healing, this can aid in that with other pieces. In fact, I can see where you could actually use moldavite and malachite together. They're both very strong, powerful stones, but I can see where they'd be like two really strong big brothers together, or something like that, like a posse or something. But the rose quartz definitely is a very good pairing, and other crystal energy people will definitely attest to that. On that level, a lot of people also will attest to bringing your moldavite with you when you travel. It's great for, especially sometimes if you travel over water, but in airplanes, just anything up in the air, as you can imagine, because, moldavite was created by something that came from the sky. So anything in the sky, you can see where you would have protection in that manner. Also, on the road, like I do a lot of road trips. I've traveled on the road for quite a few years, and moldavite really is a good one to take with you when you're traveling like that. However, and this would have to be your own personal preference and your own observations. I have a lot of crystals, and my moldavite really don't like to be with other crystals. They, to me, they're kind of like the loners, and sometimes they don't even like to be with each other, and they just like, one of them wants to go with me or something. So it's kind of on that realm. You kind of have to figure it out for yourself. I would never put one of my moldavite in a bag full of other crystals. Never. And well, if I did, it would have to be like all clear quartz and maybe a rose quartz. But I would never just put them in like to travel with. I would never put them in a bag to just travel with me. They would have to be on me, or in some way, maybe jewelry would be best for the moldavite, especially if you're traveling, so it doesn't get lost because they're such little pieces. But it definitely, moldavite is all about positive energy, good luck, magic. It brings light energy to everything. It even if you're going through like a deep personal change at the time, it's great for that because it just brings about the lightness. It would help you in seeing the bright sunny sky in a dimsel day, that you might be feeling like it's a real depressing day, but really the sun's shining and the sky is blue, and the moldavite's going to help you see that and bring that to light. So in closing, basically, I'd like to say, the moldavite is perfect for helping you feel at home here on Earth. If you're feeling kind of like an outcast, this is a perfect stone to have with you that makes you just feel like that, Earth is, you do have your home in the stars, but this can also be your home and makes you feel more at home, and basically gives you a stronger sense of your gratitude for your present moment and all the gifts that Earth has to offer, and kind of getting us out of our woe is me and I don't belong here and I really belong up in the sky with the stars. And it kind of is like, well, that may be true, but you're here on Earth and you need to enjoy this present moment and really appreciate all of the beauty that all of this nature has to provide for us. So I wish you much luck and success and peace and love, and hope that you grab your moldavite and carry it with you today. Peace and love.